buenas, estamos en The Witcher 2. A ver, os cuento cómo han quedado las cosas. Al final armadura he puesto 3 potenciadores enanos, o sea, 6 más de armadura y 30 más de vitalidad. A la espada de acero le he puesto runa de fuego, runa de Isigit, o sea, un 12% más de daño, si no me equivoco. Y aquí le he puesto dos runas de fuego y una runa de Isigit. Es un 17% más de daño a la espada de plata, ¿de acuerdo? Podría haber hecho runas de Isigit y aún me aumenta el daño 7 por 3, 21%, pero bueno. Tampoco hace falta mucho más. También tengo piedras de afilar, tengo aceites, que tengo de todo. Vamos a hablar con Junatalis.
Roach may trust you, but I'm not so sure. What do you want?
Impressive summit, but not all the players have their representatives here.
The most important do. The mages thought about inviting everyone, but time is short.
Me deja elegir.
What about Edirn? It's a huge country.
Torn by conflict and rebellion with no clear ruler. They're not to be taken seriously at this point.
Sounds like the Kedweni point of view. The Edirnians see it differently, I'm sure. The mages will want to get as much as they can out of this summit, and monarchs don't generally like others dictating terms. This may end in a row.
There will be no row. The mages now rely on the mercy of the northern kingdoms. The amphitheater itself is also protected by an anti-magic shield, like the one used at Thanedd. The times of mage impunity are gone. They will be shown their place.
Representatives of the Council of Regents. Did any come with you?
Only Baron Kimbolt and Count Maravel. The other 5 remain in Vizima. It seems that save Baron Orval, most spend their time trying to devise a way to undermine Anais' claim to the throne.
Kimbolt and Maravel. What's their stance?
Well, they've taken opposing positions, as one might expect. The Baron believes Anais' origin, if you will, stands in the way of her taking the throne, though it's common knowledge that he would simply prefer to seat himself on it. Whereas Maravel has said that Foltest's children have his full support. He stated this in Vizima before the entire council. One thing is certain, words come cheap. Those two may change their minds in a flash if Anais is found and recovered.
Quiero ver este mapa. El de arriba, el del unicornio, bueno, el del tío sentado es Kaedwin y ese del trono vacío es Aedil. Temeria está ahí a la izquierda y ese de arriba no sé cuál es. Bueno, venga, vamos a ver a este Roach y... voy a tener un Roach y vamos a lío. Vamos, pero ya. Creo que hay más gente con la que se puede hablar por aquí. Las notas esas de invisible no tengo ni puta idea de qué son.
Baron Raven and Kimbolt, I presume.
Does that Witcher's code of yours exempt you from court etiquette? Does it grant you the right to speak to the Highborn without being asked to do so?
I guess I don't need to introduce myself.
Oh no. I know who you are. Geralt of Rivia. Foltest's other favorite hound alongside Roach. Not purebred. They say you bring trouble wherever you appear.
What'll happen to Temeria?
Is that a note of nostalgia I hear in your voice? Remembering your service under Foltest, or recalling some romp in the sack with the royal advisor? Whichever it may be, spare me your courtesy. You don't care a lick about my country.
I asked out of concern for a friend. I came here with Vernon Roach.
I know.
We royal hounds like to stick together.
Understand this. I'm talking to you only out of respect for Foltest. Out of remembrance for him.
Haven't seen much evidence of that remembrance, aside from the rewards on my head.
They'd have hanged you if not for the testimony of little Anais.
So the girl finally talked.
Whoever that monk was, to me, he was just like you.
I didn't kill Foltest. That's just one of the things that makes us different.
Really? What else? Honor? Principles?
I'm a witcher. I don't kill humans for coin.
Are you certain it's not just a question of price? Tell me, Geralt,
No matamos por dinero.
what were you doing at Foltest's side that unfortunate day?
I was doing the right thing. You wouldn't ask that question if I was an ordinary soldier.
But you're not. You're not a soldier. You're not even a Temerian. You're a paid thug. even if you refuse to acknowledge it. That murky set of principles, values call them. You cast them in the nearest corner when the price is right.
I'm not for sale.
I'm not talking about coin, Witcher. As a freak, you want what you're most often denied. Camaraderie, respect, love. It is for those things that you scale walls and murder innocents. That is your price.
Killing for your loved ones. Hardly a new concept as I see it.
You did not fight to defend the sorceress Marigold, nor the king, Geralt. You fought because you wished to be close to them. They had a higher calling. They knew the cause for which they went to war. Death is your daily fare. You murder like a dog who leaps at the throat his master indicates.
A higher calling. Beautiful concept. Except I remember the knights who stormed Lavalette Castle. High-born men fighting atop high walls. They were out to kill for fame, fortune, and pure enjoyment. I was also at Vergen, where simple soldiers went into battle clutching false relics to their breast, knowing that death awaited them if they deserted.
They owed it to their king.
If there's one thing I love about being a Witcher, it's that I never have to draw my sword on someone else's command.
I tire of this discussion, Witcher. Get to the point or leave.
They're gonna re-establish the Conclave. I didn't expect so many Temerians to show up for the ceremony.
We're not here for some magic pomp and circumstance. This is about celebrating a new order in the Northern Kingdoms.
Is that so?
Your kind doesn't understand this yet, but your life is about to change. Forever.
My kind?
Wanderers and scoundrels. People, and I use the term loosely, without loyalty or country. People for whom coin is the law and everything's for sale.
Hasta luego. Y no hay nada más. A ver, en The Witcher 1, Foltest me pidió que me cargase a Gran Maestre. Y Geralt dijo que que esas cosas no hacía por dinero. Y dijo, al final, hombre, tendrás tu precio. Dice, 10.000. Bueno, quitando los impuestos, 7.000. Quitando los impuestos se quedarán menos. O sea que Geralt sí ha cobrado una buena suma por matar humanos. O sea que esos ideales que tiene realmente no son suyos. Mentira. Pero lo que sí es cierto que sí se preocupa por ciertas cosas. Se preocupa por sus seres queridos y se preocupa por... No sé si por Temeria, pero por ejemplo por Foltest. Foltest al fin y al cabo le caía bien. Y bueno, lo hemos demostrado. Desde el principio de la partida le dijimos que era un brujo el que le había atacado. Si cualquier otro se hubiese callado. ¿Por qué? En fin, venga, vamos al lío. Por cierto, me he puesto también la bota de vieja sangre y los guanteletes de vieja sangre. Consigo más armadura, y los pantalones también. Bastante más armadura. No sé cuánta armadura tengo ahora mismo, pero una burrada. En fin, Ruch. No tengo ninguna misión marcada, de hecho. Está hecho por Temeria.
Ready for your chat with Radovid.
No reason to delay it.
Follow me then.
Ya me perdido pedazos de tiempo. De hecho, puedes hacer que te importe una mierda Temeria, pero bueno, a mí sí me importa.
Halt!
We're here to meet King Radovid.
Have you been granted an official audience?
We have information about the Kingslayers.
Everyone knows the killer is the Witcher from Rivia.
Then everyone is wrong.
Not my concern. I cannot risk placing the King of Redania in harm's way.
We bring Radovid news that will strengthen his position during the talks. Care to risk his wrath? Besides, this camp is swarming with soldiers. We'd have to be stupid or suicidal to attack Radovid.
Pass then, if your news is so important. But one word from the King and you'll hang. Both of you.
Don't you worry about us.
Greetings.
Yo primero. Verno. No. No me des con la puerta en las narices. Maldito bastardo. Joder, Verno, eres un colega, pero... eres amigo.
Temeria stands little chance of surviving if Radovid has made terms with Kedwin.
Even less if he's made a pact with Nilfgaard. He and the Emperor could divide the entire north between them.
I take pleasure in seeing Kedwin picked apart.
but they'd start with the country deepest in chaos, so you'd best hope nothing of that sort has happened.
No me hace falta pillar ya nada, pero bueno, ya que estamos... No sabes la costumbre del saqueo. Y si me hace falta ya tiro las cosas, mira. Uy. Uy. ¿Qué ha pasado? Sí, pulso mayúsculas para andar.
What's he doing here?
Vamos rapidito. Uy. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Es dinero? Yo hago cualquier cosa por dinero.
Did you request an audience with the king?
Yes.
The king will receive you.
Que mentimos. Radovid, hola. Fuera.
Geralt of Rivia.
Your Majesty.
As usual, you turn up where and when you're least expected. And in such company. I never thought they'd make a soldier out of you.
Vernon Roach is a friend. He's in uniform, sure, but that's meaningless.
The world has changed greatly since we met those few months ago. Temeria stands at the brink of civil war. Kedwin has taken the Pontar Valley by force, and a Nilfgaardian delegation plays a prominent role at the summit of the Northern Kingdoms. Voltest and Demavend are both dead. Though it seems we were signing treaties just yesterday. Henselt was butchered in Vergen.
Why did you bring the Knights of the Order here, Your Majesty?
The Order of the Flaming Rose is here to ensure that the talks remain peaceful. We wish to avoid a second Thaned.
What's the delegation from Nilfgaard doing here?
Henselt invited them. Before he died.
Shillard Fitzhestelun would never miss an opportunity like this one. He'll come to the talks and stage his favorite
Me
drama.
gusta la armadura de... Me gusta la armadura de Radovid, me encanta,
I've come here for help, Your Majesty.
Wait, Witcher. Were it not for you, Henselt would have perished at the hands of an assassin. Am I right?
I killed a would-be assassin. Pure coincidence. I just happened to be there.
Things like that oft seem to happen to you. Do you know how he died?
I wasn't there.
The first lie of the day, and the negotiations have yet to begin. How can I help you if you're not honest with me?
I killed him. Henselt had Roach's unit murdered. I can't call it anything else. In doing that, he signed his own death sentence. When he was looking for Saskia in Vergen after the battle, I cornered him in a hut and I killed him.
What about Deathmold?
He followed orders and deserves the same.
Maybe we can come to some sort of arrangement. You said you needed help, Witcher. Tell me more.
Who's representing Kedwin?
Only the sorcerer Deathmold and his men are in Loch Muin. But Deathmold represents himself.
If Temeria is in turmoil, then who has arrived to represent it?
Constable Natalis, the hero of Brenna, which is good. His presence is like a slap on Shillard's face delivered by the North.
Sheila de Tanserville is behind the murderers that hit Temeria, Eddern, and Kedwin.
How do you know?
I found one of the assassins after Henselt's murder. Before he died, he revealed de Tanserville's role to me.
Why you in particular?
He knew me from the time I can't remember.
Your past troubles me, Geralt. but I have more pressing matters today.
No voy a
It
intentar
all
más,
makes
por favor.
sense. Shillard Fitzestelin warned me about a plot. Apparently, Triss Merigold confessed to him that the sorceresses had set up a secret lodge.
Triss is working with Shillard?
She's been detained as a suspect. Shillard believes the sorceresses of Nilfgaard were also part of the conspiracy. Luckily, the entire amphitheatre is under a spell that quells any magic. Otherwise, no one would dare go near all those mages. Well, the talks beckon. Everyone wants to see Temeria's bitter end.
What do you mean by that, Your Majesty?
The nobles are rebelling in Vizima. Lacking a ruler, they simply want to divide the kingdom into provinces.
Divide Temeria. Shame on the traitors.
Well, it doesn't have to be that way. Anais,
Cuéntame.
the daughter of Louisa and Foltest, lives still. After Foltest's death, the La Valettes came to prominence. Louisa's uncle, Baron Orville, became one of the most important people in Temeria. He wanted to see Anais on the throne, but Vizima was still in turmoil. They sent her to Lochmuin anyway to declare her queen before the entire north.
Ante todo
During
el
the
norte.
journey, the girl was kidnapped. Arian La Valette asked me to use my connections to find his sister, which I did. My people tell me Anais is here in Lochmuin, in Deathmold's hands. I cannot mount an armed attack on the Cadwennies. It would be tantamount to declaring war, and we have gathered here to maintain peace.
Yo me encargo.
A lone witcher and a former soldier. That would be a different matter. Bring me Anais, Geralt, and I'll salvage a united Temeria, and punish those whose hands are stained with the Temerian king's blood.
Arian, no sé quién es Arian.
What about Sheila?
Easy, Witcher. I have ways to deal with impertinent sorceresses. I have managed to tame Philippa Eilhart. Why shouldn't I do so with Sheila de Tanzaville as well? The girl is most important, Witcher. I would look after her. Take her back to Tretogor in Redania, where she would mature under the caring gaze of her half-sister and my wife Ada. When she's of age, she can claim the throne and thus guarantee Temeria's sovereignty. I must
No.
attend these talks, Geralt. Time is short. Bring me the girl, the two of you. Men without country or commander. Renegades that no one seems to have taken into account. I, in turn, promise that Sheila de Tanzaville will pay for her deeds. I shall punish her with fire and steel.
An alliance with Redania is our only chance at preserving Temeria's independence.
It's still risky.
Anais, she's the key.
I still wonder about Boosie's death. The boy would have had a stronger claim to the throne.
Maybe Anais can tell us something. It's high time we visited our old friend, Deathmold.
The Emperor's men hold Triss. They'll get everything they can out of her, after which she'll be dispensable.
If it's between the sorceress's life and Temeria's future, then I've no choice. I'm sorry. This is
Yo
supposed
tampoco.
to look. Let's wait till we're beyond the gate.
Venga, camina. ¿Para dónde vamos?
Bear, crow, something white.
Greetings, whoever you are.
No.
What do you want here?
Vale, Vernon está avanzando, perfecto. Voy a cortar el vídeo ya mismo porque tengo que llegar a la media hora de media y me sigue sobrando tiempo de los vídeos.
Roach! Roach!
¿Qué pasa?
Just the person I'd be looking for were I not forced to seek Anais La Valette. You have much to explain, Brigida Paperbrock.
Oh no, you'll not pin this on me. I trusted you and you sent me into a den of vipers. Vipers!
Another Vess.
This is no time for pleasantries, Geralt. Calm yourself, Brigida. You were to watch Foltest's children. I saw nothing dangerous in the task. Obviously, I was wrong. But I need your help. Anais has been kidnapped. Boussy is likely dead. I need to know how this happened. I need to know the details.
You knew well what you were getting me into. You know that entire rotting bunch. The Count, the Baron.
Not half as well as you do, my dear. Who were those men?
Not so fast, Roach. I have been hiding in this city for 3 days, scurrying about like a rat. They're hunting me. I'll not let you leave me here.
What do you propose?
Escort me out of the city, to the river.
What will that get you?
I expected I would need to fend for myself. I've secured passage. Take me there, and I will tell you all.
It's a long way.
You've a traitor in your camp, Roach. Perhaps more than one. What happened to Foltest's bastards is no series of coincidences. It's the result of a clever, treacherous game.
Damn it all. Geralt, I need to look to Anais, learn how we're to get to her. But Brigida might know what happened to Boussy. Thus far, we've heard nothing but rumors. Take her to the river.
All right, Roach. I'll help you this one last time.
I'll search for a back way into the Kedwenny camp.
You're forgetting. I came here for Triss.
Whatever you decide to do later, so be it. But a traitor in the Temerian camp threatens us all. Escort Brigida, learn what you can.
I'd thank you, Roach, if you weren't such a shit.
I'm counting on you, Geralt. Brigida must get to her destination safely.
Good luck, Roach. Which way are we headed?
We shall leave Loch Muin through the Order's camp. We won't be bothered there. Then we'll descend the mountain path and go onto the river. Who knows what we'll find.
Expecting someone.
Geralt the
Does it matter, Witcher?
You did mention vipers. Count and Baron.
Marathon.
Blessed be the
Powerful
eternal
men, important in the
In its
Temerian camp.
radiance, we
Scorpions.
Gordon's mentioned them.
in
I
its
guess I
heat,
have
we
left an
eagerly
interesting
battle.
chat Roach and I had a while back. Know them well?
Too early to pry, Witcher. I'll not let you pick my brain and abandon me.
No sé cuánto va a durar esto, así que vamos a parar un momentito y ahora sí, ¿de acuerdo? Venga. Hasta el siguiente vídeo. Adiós.